Because what you think of yourself is what you truly see within you. Because if you see it within others, you see it within yourself. No matter the people who've come against me, who've come around me, who've had something to say, the thing is, truly, they've felt that within themselves. In my own experience. There are many people out there, they treat people differently because of how they look and everything, but they may feel that themselves. Some are plagued by illusions, which would be number 8. The Maya. You plague yourself with all these illusions, but the one thing you have to understand is many of us want to tell each other that there's a right, there's a wrong. But the truth is simply, there is no right or wrong. It doesn't matter what anybody says. But does it work for that person or does it not work for that person? Now that's something to think about. When I was more in tune to finding what works for me and what doesn't work for me, I was easily able to understand things from a simpler point of view, such as science. All I had to do was remember it. And I started reading books, knowing which areas to find books. It was like I was just remembering things and I just kept grabbing books. I kept reading and I kept finding a way to grow truly who I am, getting past the illusion. And of course there are going to be some people who might not believe you, but the thing is, by growing yourself is where it all starts. It's you first before anybody else. You have to dive into the pool before everybody else can dive into the pool. Because nobody's going to know if it's safe or not unless it's you first. Loving yourself first, growing yourself first, evolving and progressing yourself first is what will grow who you truly are, instead of what people tell you should be, instead of what society says should be your lifestyle. You grow who you truly are and create your own lifestyle. Number 9. You are immortal. We're not lying. You are immortal. You have plagued yourself with believing that there's death, but if you had realized the people who would die around you, even if they die, they never die. I've told a story, I believe, in one of my videos about a tragic incident with someone who is related to me who died, and during that time is when I went through my biggest awakening. What I learned was I had a choice where I could have simply gone to jail, or I could have just simply grown who I truly am. And I chose the latter because I knew loving myself was important. And in learning that, I had learned of our immortality. When we talk about the unified field theory, it simply is about the fact that you are all, in essence, what spirituality has been saying is you are all one. That death is just a horizon. It doesn't actually exist. In fact, it's impossible for it to exist because insufficiency then exists. That it is insufficient since you have to die, that you aren't enough to grow. But you grow every day, every moment, every year, every decade, every millennium, every eon. Because you cannot die. You are life. When I was learning about this, the one thing I learned is kind of like the Dalai Lama said, So many people work so hard and don't even live life. So many people just are out there right now not living life. Some people call it YOLO, but the truth is it's more like Yoda. You only die once, because you live each and every time after this. You are going to keep growing and living and evolving who you truly are, because who you are is infinite. This is Soulology, the science of the soul, because you are truly a soul, but at your core, on this reality, in this relative state, you are a three-part being of body, mind, and soul. When combined, it allows you to use the tool of who you are to your highest version and finding your beauty within. Number 10. Your life isn't about anything that what the world has told you it's supposed to be. It is okay, however, if that's what you desire. But if you desire to grow yourself and know who you truly are, then understanding unconditional love, understanding the simple fact that money is not the end-all be-all. It is simply a tool. People say that money is the root of all evil, but it can't be, because it's the root of how you live. Without money, matter of fact, you couldn't breathe. What does he mean by that? Let me rewind. Sorry. Without trees, you could not breathe. Whether it's made from money or not, there's no evil in money. The evil that you consider is evil is from the actions people take and what they do with money and what they're becoming because of money. It is your choice to use that tool to grow yourself or destroy yourself, but I'm going to keep growing. And I see people growing who they truly are. And you have to understand, it's not about working at a job. It's not about putting in a bunch of hours trying to make as much money as possible to hurry up and get to where you want to go. It's about creating a lifestyle that benefits and grows who you truly are. Right now, even today, I am growing, still progressing and building a lifestyle for myself. And you have to understand, you might think, well, I'm still not there. It's okay. As long as you are growing and getting to where you need to be, you will keep going to where you desire. But you have to choose to get there. It's a choice. If you don't choose to want to go there, you won't go there. If you choose, you really desire to go there, you will push everything, because it'll be something that is your passion to grow who you truly are. And simply from that, you will see the God, the goddess, the creator within. Because simply to know thyself is to know the creator within, who you truly are. So to everybody out there, have a good morning, have a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. Namaste.